All right. Hello, 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 everybody. I'm very excited today because we have AI for sales, how to use ChatGPT in B2B sales. My name is Tim Chucker. I'm the CEO here at AI Operator. Check out aioperator.com. Today, we're going to do some exciting stuff because when it's AI for me, it's always exciting. What we're going to be able to do today is that we're going to do a few things with ChatGPT. But before that, I do want to go through a quick presentation to talk a little bit about ChatGPT, to talk a little bit about AI and what does it mean for us and where we're at with AI at the moment. I'd love to also discuss kind of 7 proven AI infused sales strategies. We can also tap into a little bit the ethical considerations and challenges. And that's about it, to be honest. And what I'm going to do is I love to make no fluff in these webinars. So what we'll do is I'll share my screen and we'll do a couple of tricks with ChatGPT for your B2B sales. If you're ready, I'm ready. So let's go. Awesome. I think everybody can hear me and see me. So that's perfect. Let me just get that music off. Here we go. The music is off. I'm going to share my screen right now with everybody here. And let's see if the screen comes on. Here we go. Yes, perfect. The screen is on as well. All right. Let me put myself a little bit smaller maybe so that you guys can see that better. Here we go. That should be a little bit better. Cool. Well, again, welcome to Elevate Your Sales Game type of thing, right? So it's AI powered B2B sales today. What we're gonna do is gonna be super exciting. So I'm excited. We're gonna accelerate your sales growth by using ChatGPT, right? And this is not just for salespeople. It's not just for even marketing people, I say, because you can also help with sales. But this is for also founders, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, freelancers, consultants, anybody. We believe at AI Operator that 80% of your tasks can be outsourced to us, to AI Operator, with some amazing prompts. So thank you, AI. It's really interesting times at the moment that we're living. So let's kick it off very quickly. So as I mentioned, I've done a bit of an intro, but we're moving towards an automation world, and this is just not for small, big. It's for all sizes, right? It's you can leverage in operations, you can optimize your strategies, and you can achieve better results by using tools like ChatGPT. And some people think that ChatGPT is like out there type of thing. No, anybody can use ChatGPT today, and that's what I want to show you. This is why it's going to be no fluff, sharing screen, and then we'll do some magic together. So let's go. The quick agenda is going to be introduction to ChatGPT in sales, 7 proven AI infused sales strategies, some success stories and takeaways if you do get the time, but I prefer that we'll do some real use case. The power of AI in B2B sales, of course. There are some ethical considerations and challenges. As you know, Sam Altman was also Sam Altman, the founder of OpenAI. He actually asked the American government to start regulating AI. So it's really interesting times. So let's get down to magic. So the conventional versus AI-driven sales, right? So shortcomings of traditional sales approaches. Conventional sales methods are often time-consuming. We all know that. They can be reactive, and the results is that we're missing opportunities. I know this because as the CEO here at the AI Operator, I'm also tackling the sales here, and following up, creating personalized messages, even researching for the lead before your discovery call. These things do take time. They're great to do. I'm not saying let's automate everything and let's not do it, but we can speed up the process by using tools like ChatGPT. Right. Cool. So the rise of AI in modern sales, companies that are quick to adopt this to AI, from ChatGPT to other automation tools. There's so many of them in sales process. They're seeing impressive results, right? And they're leaving behind those that aren't. There is something, everybody was scared about, will ChatGPT or will AI take my job? Will I lose my job? I don't believe that at the moment we're there yet, but I do have some news for you. Someone using ChatGPT or someone using some AI tools will take over the person's job that is not using AI tools. So if you're not using AI tools, someone that is using AI tools like myself will come and will take over your job. So it's not even a, I think it's not just like a good to have now, it's a must have. We all need to know some AI knowledge, some chat gpt, some generative AI knowledge. We all need to know this ASAP, right? So this is why I'm running these webinars here at AI Operator every 2 weeks. Every 2 to 3 weeks we have these webinars, so make sure to follow us on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and come and join our webinars. Ask us questions. You can also even recommend topics, and I'm more than happy to tackle it for you in an upcoming webinar. All right, perfect. So we're going to get down to AI for sales again. I'm going to share my screen again. I just wanted to focus on that for a second. I think that was quite important. So, introduction to ChatGPT. I hope you all know it, but you'd be shocked that the other day I still heard people not knowing it. So, if you do not know ChatGPT, you're missing out. You're missing out. Like I don't want to say even anything else. You're just missing out. So, ChatGPT, obviously, it's an AI-powered conversational tool that uses natural language processing to communicate with customers, with yourself, with anybody. But I put customers here because we're talking about sales today. So, how does it fit into the sales ecosystem? It can be integrated into a variety of sales workflows to increase your efficiency and to, of course, improve your customer interactions and your lead interactions, your prospect interactions, and so on. And at the end of the result, to drive growth. Because that's what we all want to do. I'm a growth addict. I've been a growth consultant, chief growth officer, and now CEO. I'm here because I think that we should all want to grow, and that's why we're here. So, and ChatGPT is an amazing tool for that. So, but you're going to ask again, why ChatGPT for B2B sales? Because the speed and the efficiency that ChatGPT brings, it allows the sales team to engage with customers faster and address their needs more accurately than traditional methods. When you were relying on your own thinking, which is great. I'm not saying ChatGPT should think for you because it can't really think outside the box because it's actually a box, input, output, and so on. But what it can do, it can be a really good assistant, a really good partner that you can brainstorm with and get some of your repetitive tasks done much faster so that you as a human, you should be focusing on high cognitive work and not on low cognitive work. And ChatGPT, first of all, is going to take over those low cognitive works. Better customer understanding. It can gather data on customer interaction and use it to tailor conversations and recommendations to their needs. And this is true. You can't do it right away out of the box with ChatGPT, but there are a bunch of integrations. There's a lot of cool bots coming again. If you remember a few years ago, chatbots were cool, but they died very quickly because it was just a decision tree and it couldn't get outside it couldn't think, not think, but it couldn't take another route. It had this decision tree, and then if it came to an end, it would be like, oh, I don't know what you're saying. But with generative AI, it doesn't really come to an end. It can try many other things. It can really get outside that decision tree's branch, and that's what's very powerful because it's generative AI, so it can generate things from its learnings. AI-powered insights. ChatGPT provides sales teams with deep insights into customer behavior, and we're going to look into that in a bit. Their preferences, their pain points, and enabling them to tailor their approach to each client. Okay, so this is why we want to use ChatGPT for sales. So I'm going to talk about, I think it was 7 strategies, right? So I'm going to talk about these, and then I'm going to see if I can mimic some of them, or if I can actually do some of them live for you guys, so that you can see that it's not very difficult to do. You just have to open up your ChatGPT. You for sure want to be excited and curious about it, because it's the curiosity that brought me here, and it's the curiosity that brought the AI engineers where we are. So be curious, stay curious. So the strategy one that I want to talk here is the personalized engagement. Right. How AI tailors conversation based on customer data. It does use that natural language processing that I mentioned and machine learning to analyze the customer interactions and generate personalized responses to enhance the customer experience and driving deeper engagement. But so what you can do with this, to be honest, is even without an interaction, what I do before my sales calls, before my discovery calls, is I'll take the website of my prospect and I'll copy and paste the text, or I can even show you actually ChatGPT can crawl URLs. I know that you're going to say, no, mine can't, but I'll show you how you can. Plugins can do it. AI PRM can do it. A Chrome extension, a bunch of things can actually do it. I know that ChatGPT sadly has disabled the Bing search that they used to have, the search, the crawling, the web crawling they had powered by Bing. It got disabled. We don't know yet why. I still haven't understood, because they said there were some problems and it was making some mistakes and so on. So they stopped it. But I'll show you how to do that. But a couple of tricks here very quickly. Get the website of a prospect before the call, copy it all, paste it into ChatGPT and ask it questions, or just say, hey, this is the copy of the website of the person I'm going to speak with in a bit, and I'd love to understand what they do, what could be their pain points, and how I should prepare. You can even ask it to prepare some questions for you according to your business. You can mention what business you're in and so on. There's also now custom instructions that I'll show you in a second as well. Cool. So strategy 2 with ChatGPT in B2B sales is really the predictive sales analytics. So you can be forecasting sales trends using AI. With the code interpreter, it's a version of GPT-4, and actually now it's called advanced data insights or analysis. Yeah, advanced data analysis. I think they just changed the name a few days ago, so I'll be happy to show you that as well in a minute. So ChatGPT can analyze sales data to identify trends and patterns. It can help your sales teams make informed decisions, and it can improve their forecasting accuracy. This is really good. So the other day, what I did was I downloaded our pipeline from our CRM, exported all the data. I've uploaded it into ChatGPT, and I asked the questions. I said, what are the deals that could close? I said, why did we lose so many deals? You have your close loss reasons. It started to segment them and so on. And then I could even ask, what industries are in the pipeline? What's the top industries? Segment those, filter them, and let me download that data again. And you can download that data again. It's just magic. And another webinar, I think we'll just dig into that on advanced data analysis. Cool. So the strategy 3 that I want to talk about today about B2B sales with ChatGPT is the efficient lead scoring. As I was mentioning, it can do some data analysis. So you could be ranking leads based on AI analysis for optimal conversion. This is magic. It can identify factors such as lead behavior, demographics, and company information to analyze the quality of the leads and prioritize them accordingly. This is literally magic, right? Strategy 4, it's the 24/7 customer interactions. Customer, or you can call it prospect lead interaction, because you could actually put that onto your website. Someone, before they become even a customer, you could be interacting them 24/7 while you're sleeping. There are some amazing bots out there. I'll be making sure that we'll have another webinar just about these amazing GPT-4 driven bots out there and how you can put on your website and what you can do with it. So on here is that, I love this. AI doesn't sleep. I sadly do sleep as well. No, I love sleeping. But we work long hours and then we need to sleep, but AI does not sleep. It doesn't have to sleep. It doesn't need to sleep. What's great about that is that you could really have 24/7 interaction. You could have 24/7 conversations going on. You wake up in the morning, conversation happened already. They've booked a meeting from your website because your AI bot actually answered all the questions that the prospect, the lead had. That's just magic, right? So it enables business to provide an always on customer experience. But again, I do mention that also a lead / prospect experience as well. It can deliver personalized service and support to customers regardless of time zones. This is very good. Cool. Strategy 5. It's the enhanced training and onboarding. This is something we're still working on right now. I'm loving this. I'm digging into this big time at the moment because you could be using your AI to train sales teams more effectively. Um, so the ChatGPT can help new sales reps learn faster and more efficiently by providing them with personalized training material and simulations. So we do build at AI Operator. We do build bots or prompts. Quite a longer. I don't want to even call them prompts anymore because they're quite long, advanced, engineered, custom engineered prompts for your business, for your sales reps, and that can achieve the training and the onboarding. Strategy 6, the feedback loop integration. What do I mean here is the continuous learning from sales interactions. Since ChatGPT can analyze customer interactions and provide insights, and it could provide this feedback to your sales teams, that allowing them to continuously improve their sales process and customer experience. This is magic. You don't even have to wait anymore for your manager or for your coach, for your consultant to give you feedback. You can actually bring that information to ChatGPT and get feedback on how you could do your message better, how this client answered, why was it negative, how could you had done better. These really work really well with ChatGPT at the moment, and it's going to get better and better in my opinion. Strategy 7, right? It's the integration with CRM systems. Seamless incorporation of AI into existing sales systems. It can integrate with existing CRMs, allowing your sales team to incorporate it into their workflows without disrupting their existing processes. So we have amazing tools out there like Reply.io, a great partner of ours, at AI Operator as well. And they have some really cool things going on with AI. There's a bunch of these tools. I think this is, again, another webinar that we could do just on the sales AI tools. Awesome. Cool. Ethical considerations and transparency. This is where things get a little bit right. I'm not going to say dark. I'm going to say gray. It can get dark. I've seen some dark stuff, but let's not dig into that. Let's go a little bit more why there are some ethical considerations and the transparency. The importance of being transparent about AI's role in customer interactions. The customer, they do deserve to know when they're interacting with AI so that they can make informed decisions. And business need to ensure that they are complying with ethical standards and regulatory requirements. So I'm sure that you've seen, if you do follow me on LinkedIn, and please do follow me because I share a lot of content. I share everything I know and everything we know in our projects and companies. And at AI Operator, we also share some really good blogs and articles and guides and prompts and so on with everybody. So the one thing here that I wanted to say is that there are some incredible voice AIs out there now that sounds like it's a real human, but it's actually an AI. It can even copy your own voice. And again, another webinar topic should be just about AI voices and how that could power sales. But that's a little bit still not regulated, so it's a little bit gray area again. You can do it, but please do put a transparent message somehow saying that your customer, your lead, your prospect is interacting with an AI bot tool and so on. So the data privacy, this one is, I think this is the biggest one that everybody asks me all the time. They're like, Tim, but if I put my company data into ChatGPT, it will steal it and so on. It has done it. It's not that it stole it. There's been some hackers, and if you remember, ChatGPT was down for a while, and suddenly we found a lot of data come out. So try not to put that sensitive information, but to be honest, at the bottom of ChatGPT on the settings, you do have this form that you can fill up saying that you don't want them to use your data to train or to use it for anything else. So, ensuring customer data is protected and used responsibly. This is from your end. So if you're using AI with your customers, with your leads, with your prospects, make sure that you're collecting the customer data responsibly and you're protecting it from theft or misuse, and just use it in ways that benefit customers, right? These are the little two things that I wanted to remind ourselves, because it's a bit of a gray area, but as humans, it's our responsibility to make sure that we're transparent with these. Okay, great. So the challenges in AI-driven sales. Addressing potential hurdles and misconceptions about AI in sales. While AI offers many benefits for our sales teams, there are also potential challenges to overcome, such as integrating with the existing sales processes, as I mentioned just earlier, addressing customer concerns, and competing with other companies using AI. So, again, you should be using AI today, right? It's 2023, beginning September. We have less than 4 months left to end the year. And if you're not using AI by the end of this year, I'd say good luck in 2024. Really, I'd say really good luck in 2024. So this is why we have AI Operator. We're here to help you. We're here to make sure that you can get the best out of ChatGPT and other AI tools. So give me a call, give me a ring, send me a message, email me. I'll put my details. We'll put a QR code as well, that where you can book a call. So I'll just even plug that in very quickly here right now. So you do have a QR code on the screen, right? So if you're concerned about the things that I just mentioned about the challenges, and also the ethical considerations like the data privacy, or the transparency of how you could communicate that, and if you're not using AI already, make sure to scan, where is it, that QR code. Okay, you'll go to our website and book a call from there. That call will be with me, and then we can discuss your AI needs or your AI issues and your problems, and I'm sure we'll find a solution together. Okay, great stuff. So don't forget to scan that QR code, or you can just go to aioperator.com for that as well. And this is a completely free call. It's a consultancy call. We can discuss anything regarding prompt engineering, AI tools, and so on. So don't hesitate. And I'll put that website on the bottom there as well. Great. Let's go back to our little presentation before we get to some ChatGPT magic. Great. All right. So we've spoken about that. We've spoken about the challenges, but the key takeaways is, before we really get into the great stuff that we're gonna do in a minute, is that AI can really help sales teams work smarter and achieve better results. Something that I always tell my teams and I tell myself is, it's not about working harder and hustling and stuff. It's about working smarter. And we're very lucky to be. I mean, I'm very excited, happy, thankful, all of that, and grateful, and all that, to be living in to be my age today, in 2023, because there's some really good stuff happening with AI, and there's going to be even more stuff happening with AI. And earlier on, I was having a great call with someone in the AI world, a very smart engineer that has an amazing AI product coming out. Maybe we'll do a webinar together one day, hopefully. And he oversaw that in a few years, 5 to 10 years, that about 30% of the jobs will disappear, and maybe there won't be as many new jobs appearing. But there, I wasn't agreeing with him. Why? Because I do believe that humanity, we're going to improve again, and we're going to have other jobs, like in manufacturing. When manufacturing industrial age came on, and machines came on, and stuff, a lot of jobs disappeared in the factories and so on. But suddenly engineers that are making these machines appeared, right? These jobs started. There was so many other jobs that started as well. So this is why what we say at AI Operator is, you can outsource 80% of your repetitive tasks to an AI operator. Okay. And it's, we build generative AI solutions for exceptional efficiency and productivity, which I think is going on the bottom there somewhere. Cool. So let's get back to our key takeaways here. So in our key takeaways, ChatGPT provides speed. As I mentioned, I'm going to mention this multiple times. I have 5 minutes before a sales call. What do? I have a little prompt. Hopefully I can show you in a bit, where I plug in the URL of the company that I'm going to be speaking to. It dissects all the information. It gives me like a dummy proof summary, like a TLDR, and it even gives me some questions to ask the client, the lead, the prospect, or the client. So again, it provides speed, efficiency. Every time it's there, and it just does the job. You know, not every human we always do the job asked. I sometimes don't do it. But ChatGPT does everything I ask it to do. Sometimes it doesn't give me the best things, but that's because I'm pushing the boundaries. But for a lot of the things, about 80% of those tasks, it will do a great job, and it'll be very efficient. It provides us, ChatGPT provides us with better customer understanding. And also, as I mentioned, it can provide AI-powered insights for B2B sales. And that's really magic, right? We spoke about the 7 AI-infused sales strategies that can take your sales growth to the next level. We will do a article about this, a guide from this. My amazing content writer will make sure that we're repurposing this webinar into a great post where you guys can have some prompts, some systems, some strategies, some processes, and so on. We mentioned very quickly, but we did give some examples on the ethical considerations and the challenges that must be addressed. And this is your responsibility to address them now. And we should all address them now, because it's our duty to do this when incorporating AI into your sales process. Okay, so the real world success stories, we're going to demonstrate the potential benefits of AI driven sales. That's something that I want to do in a second. Let me see. This is QA and closing, so let's not get there. Let me switch to ChatGPT. All right, cool. So as you can see, this is my ChatGPT. You might see it a little bit different than others because I do have a Chrome extension called AI PRM. Great people at AI PRM. It's a Chrome extension where you can have your prompt library. So what I want to do first of all is I want to show you how I would prepare for a lead call, for a prospect call, for a discovery call, whatever you want to call it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take one of our sister brands, Task Drive, as a website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start with one of the plugins. So if you do have ChatGPT Plus, that's about $20 a month. You get GPT-4. And then here you have something called plugins. If you click on plugins, my favorite plugin at the moment is Web Pilot, because it can actually go and scan and crawl live websites. So I'm going to do something very simple. I have enabled the Web Pilot, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to write a very quick prompt. I'm not even going to use my own prompt that is ready, but I'm just going to write a little prompt. I'm going to say, I have a sales call in a minute. I would like you to act as my sales assistant and help me prepare for this sales call. And I'm gonna say sales discovery. I'm giving a little bit more insights to ChatGPT. Okay. I'm gonna say, what else should I say? I'm gonna say I sell AI prompt engineering, and I would like you to help me also create a few questions that can steer the conversation towards them needing my AI prompt engineering services. Okay. Here is the website of the company that I will be speaking to. And what I do is I will put the website, and I just clicked on that. So now what it's going to do, hopefully it's going to scroll. Let's see if it started to crawl. Here we go. Boom. It's starting to crawl. Okay, so it's using Web Pilot. As I mentioned, that's a plugin. Right? If I open it up, you're going to see that it used Web Pilot. What it has done, it has gone to taskdrive.com and it's taken the content of the website. It's taken the whole content of the website of taskdrive.com. And what it's doing now, it's actually bringing me a little brief summary. Okay. TaskDrive offers personalized lead research service for B2B sales and marketing teams. Their primary value proposition is to provide accurate leads and so on. They pride them, blah, 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 right? So all the website is summarized for a very quick, efficient summary for me so that I can be ready for my call in a couple of minutes. Okay. So this is just magic. And then because we've asked it to steer the conversation towards the need for AI prompt engineering services, here are some questions you can ask. And as you saw, I just gave it a very tiny bit of information. The more information you give it, the more output you're going to get. Think about that, right? I just gave it, what, a couple of lines, 3 lines, and this is what we're getting. So understanding the process. How do you currently curate and validate the leads you provide to your clients? What tools or technologies are you currently using to ensure the accuracy and relevance of the leads? Highlighting the value of AI. Have you considered leveraging AI to further refine and personalize the lead research process? How do you ensure that the leads you provide are in line with the ever evolving preferences and needs of your clients? Could AI play a role in this? Wow. Actually, I'm loving these questions. I'm going to have to keep this. Introducing AI prompt engineering. Are you familiar with AI prompt engineering? It's a way to fine tune AI models to generate more specific and relevant outputs. Do you think this could enhance your lead generation process? Great question. Given the diverse industries and clients you serve, AI prompt engineering can help tailor AI outputs to specific industries or clients' needs. Would that be of interest to you? Exploring potential collaboration. I noticed you have a ChatGPT prompts library listed on your website because TaskDrive does have that. How are you currently utilizing ChatGPT? And have you considered optimizing it with custom prompts? How do you see AI evolving in the lead generation and research space? And how can we collaborate to stay ahead of the curve? This is amazing, by the way. This is amazing. I wish I had like some sound effects. I need some sound effects. Boom. Because this is just really good. I'm very excited about the results that is coming here, by the way. That's why I just wanted to see if I could play some music because I'm loving this. So remember, the goal is to identify their pain points or areas of improvement and then position AI prompt engineering as a solution. Good luck with your sales call. Right? It's going the extra mile and reminding me also what I'm doing in this sales call is to identify their pain points and then position the AI prompt engineering. I think this is magic. This is really good. This is really good. And as you saw, this is why I like these webinars because it's what I call no fluff. I'm just doing it here live together with you guys. So that was one of the quickest ways, right, that we could be ready for a discovery call. What did I do here? Sorry, it's about 5 lines, right? I have a sales call in a minute. I would like you to act as my sales assistant and help me prepare for the sales discovery call. I sell AI prompt engineering, and I would like you to help me also create a few questions that can steer the conversation towards them needing my AI prompt engineering services. And then I put, here's the website of the company that I will be speaking to, and I put the website. And then don't forget, I use a plugin. I use the plugin called Web Pilot. Okay. There's a bunch of plugins. There's so many plugins. Maybe we should also do a webinar just on plugins. I definitely think we should just do a webinar on just plugins. I think that's going to be a good one. Great stuff. Okay, so let's continue. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up my menu to open a new chat. Okay, that's how we do things. And I'm thinking that I'm going to now prepare the same discovery call, but let's say that I'm going to be speaking to Tim Checker, right? Me in that company. Okay. I don't want to use somebody else because I don't know who to use, and it might be not offensive, but I didn't prepare to use somebody else. So I'll just use my own profile. So I'm going to say I'm going to be speaking to a guy called Tim Checker. Tim Checker. He is the CEO of TaskDrive, which that's actually true as well. I would, let me zoom in. Do you have to be on ChatGPT on ChatGPT 4? So that's a great question. I want to tackle that right away because this is my really good buddy Chili, which I haven't seen and spoken to in a while. I'm excited that he's brought this question. So that question is in the bottom. So Chili asked if you need to be on ChatGPT 4 to use the plugins. So ChatGPT is the front end, Chili. So GPT-4 or GPT 3.5 is the backend technology, right? So you do need the ChatGPT Plus, as we call it, so that you can have access to GPT-4, and GPT-4 is the one that can have plugins available, right? So you need to be paying $20 a month to be on ChatGPT Plus, and with ChatGPT Plus, you do get access to that GPT-4. So I'll show that very quickly again because this is a great question. Thank you very much, Chili. So when you get, maybe if you check your ChatGPT right now, what you're gonna have is you're just gonna have this 3.5, right? You're gonna have GPT 3.5. The fastest model is available to free and plus users. GPT-4 in the other is currently, it's available exclusively to plus users. Okay. And then when you tap into GPT-4, you're able to switch from the default to advanced data analysis, which I'm going to also hopefully have a minute in a second to show you guys. And you can also tap into the plugins. And when you tap into the plugins, Chili and everybody else, of course, you can open up plugins. You can download plugins. There's a plugin store. They're free plugins, most of them. You can go onto your plugin store and you can find great plugins. What I recommend for what I've just done, Chili, it's Web Pilot. Okay, so Web Pilot is a really good one. There is a few other ones, but Web Pilot works really well at the moment. So just use Web Pilot, and if you do have an issue, you know where to find me. Just ping me. Awesome. So let's continue what we're doing. That was a great question. Thank you very much. And guys and ladies and gentlemen, get your questions rolling because I will tackle them as they come in. It might take some time for Restream to come in here. But if it does come in, I do tackle them. And Chili, thank you for the amazing question, buddy. Great stuff. Cool. So what I said here was I'm going to be speaking to a guy called Tim Checker. He's the CEO of Task Drive. I would like you to find me a few facts about this person so that I can be ready for my call. All right. So let's. So it would do this normally. Let's try it. And if it doesn't search online, then I'm going to tell it to search online. But it should search online because it knows the plugin is available. Here we go. Boom. It started to search online. So using Web Pilot, Google search Tim Checker, CEO of Task Drive, information about Tim Checker, CEO of Task Drive. And it's going to start really tapping into the crawling experience of Google that we know of. And as you can see, it's already, okay, what has it found? It's found my website, my personal website, which is timchecker.com. It's found my content, my description there about myself. It's found my LinkedIn. It's found things about Task Drive. So it's found Task Drive website, the About Us section. It's found a Facebook of Task Drive. It had some errors on. This is it itself. It wants to teach itself. So if it has any information it couldn't find and stuff, but what it does suddenly, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the magic for sales with ChatGPT happens. So professional background, Tim Checker identifies himself as a growth addict, and hell yeah, that is true. I am a growth addict, and is the CEO of Task Drive. He's deeply passionate about growth, operations, management, marketing, and everything related to tools and technology. At Task Drive, he assists businesses in scaling through personalized sales development services. That is very true. And you might say, I'm the CEO of AI Operator. Yes, AI Operator is a spin-off of Task Drive because we've had a lot of requests on prompt engineering and custom AI development of prompts that we've spinned it off, and so we have our new baby, which is AI Operator, which you are here on our webinar. What I love, it's brought a professional, and I didn't. If you guys remember, I didn't even tell it what to look at. I just said, give me some facts. It found the professional background. It found educational background. So I've studied sound engineering at university. However, he has since pursued numerous business-related certifications, showcasing his commitment to continuous learning. That is very true. And then personal insights. Tim is a lifelong learner, always seeking new certifications and knowledge to enhance both his personal and professional growth. He actively shares insights on how growth strategies and the latest tech tools, as you can see, to help companies thrive through his weekly newsletter and on LinkedIn. So if you're not on my newsletter, please go on my LinkedIn and subscribe to my newsletter, because everything I teach and I share, I also share it on my newsletter. And most of the time, my newsletter subscribers gets it before the webinars, before the other people, because it's a bit more experimental. I really share everything there. Outside my professional life, Tim is a DJ, produces music, and has a passion for sailing. That's 100% true. Family is of utmost importance for me, and again, a strong value for personal relationship. So Chili has kids. So let's say he was going to pitch to me. He could have seen this and be like, "Oh, family is very important." And be like, "Oh, hey, and you could start a conversation about family, and we could have really start getting really good connection on that call, and the call would be much warmer from the get-go, because he would have much more information about me couple minutes before the call. Again, ChatGPT is very efficient, very quick. And then here, I even have a website, email on my website, tim@timchecker.com. And I, of course, did it like that so that people don't spam me that much. And that's it. It also asked me, would you like any additional details or insights? So I could give it more, and it still would go and search for more information. I wish I could drop the mic. I can't. It's also an expensive mic, but it's also stuck here, so I can just drop it. Because if I dropped it, there's like a mic drop moment. I really, for these webinars, I'm going to bring some sound effects, because I think it'll be great. Right. So what we've done, just to recap quickly here, it was so simple, right? It was 2 lines. I'm going to be speaking to a guy called Tim Checker. He's the CEO of Task Drive. And why did I say he's the CEO? Because there might be another Tim Checker, which I don't think there is, because my last name is quite unique, I guess, especially in the English speaking world. And what did I say? The second line, I would like you to find me a few facts about this person so that I can be ready for my call. Simple, right? These 2 lines and the plugin has done a search and has brought those insights. And you can do this for almost about everybody. There are people who has zero information online. Then there is not much we can do. Okay, great. So we are at 44 past. I want to also do some other magic for you guys, and I hope that some of the people are still here, because you're gonna love this one as well. Okay, let me see very quickly to make sure that I do have a quick file. I had a quick file, so let me just double check that I have it, so that when I share screen, I don't waste our times. And I have that file here. It's a CSV file. Yes, great. Okay, so that's we're talking about sales. So let's make sure that I have a good file. Here we go. I do have an amazing file. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you the thing that I said about data analysis, right? It has advanced data analysis, and the advanced data analysis is a game changer. It's absolutely a game changer, and you're going to see why. Why is a game changer? Because you can do so much data analysis. You could have a data scientist available for you almost 24/7. That is crazy. I believe that is crazy. Yeah. So I'm going to show you that now. Okay, amazing. So I'm ready here. I hope you guys are ready, because we're doing this. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reshare my screen now, as I've prepared everything here. As I've told you, there's no fluff in these webinars. So I'm doing it all live so that you can see the speed, the efficiency, the process, the system that I built from the get-go, let's go, let's do it. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to start a new chat. I'm going to open my sidebar. I'm going to start a new chat. And then I'm going to go to GPT-4 again, right? Because this is where the magic happens. And this time I'm going to select advanced data analysis. It's on beta, but it works really well. Okay. And when I click on that, what happens on the bottom left? actually. What happens on the bottom left here on the plus button, as you can see, it's an upload file. Upload file. So I can click on upload file, but because I've prepared my file, I'm just going to drag and drop my file if you guys are okay with that, right? I just dragged and dropped my file. You could do the same thing by clicking on upload file and finding your file, right? As we do. But I just dragged it. And this is data of our website visitor, of our website visitors at Task Drive. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm just going to ask it, what is the CSV about? I'm going to ask the simplest thing, and then I can show you some advanced stuff. Very easy. So I've asked it. I said, what is the CSV about? And then what it does, it just will start looking into that. Let's start by examining the first few rows of the CSV file you uploaded. This will give us a better idea of its content and structure. So this will not take long, by the way. It should, you can count maybe to 10. Oh, not even. As I said, count to 10. It's actually finished it. The CSV file appears to contain information related to various companies. Here's a breakdown of the data columns present. Company name, company domain, company phone, company sector, company industry, company you founded, blah, 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 right? All the columns, it's starting to break those down, okay? So I'm going to go a couple of extra steps, okay? We're gonna get a little bit more advanced here. Of leads of potential clients, blah, blah, blah. That's correct. Yeah. The presence of funnel page URL columns suggests tracking the journey or interest of these companies on a particular website or platform. That's perfect. Wow. Wow. Are we ready now? So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to say, what are some insights that you can gather for me? Simple. I didn't even think about that. I just dropped it there. What are some insights that you can gather for me? Let's see what it's going to gather. Ooh, certainly. All right, it's going to tell me what it can do. It's telling me that it could do company distribution by country and sector, by estimated annual revenue, by employees range. It could do the website interactions, most common referral sources, most visited funnel pages. It can also do some general statistics, like average year of foundation of the companies, count of companies with a provided phone number, and so on. And now let's start by extracting insights from each of these areas. So it's already doing that. Yeah, it's doing that. I have right now a data scientist at my fingertips. You know how much costs a data scientist? A lot of money. I'm sorry, data scientist. I mean, your job is not going. Don't worry. As I mentioned in the beginning, your job is not going. But everybody should be using AI anyways, right? Because you'll just be better. So here we go. This is getting really, really good, really good. So by country, most of the companies in the data set are from the US. Great, that's our target. Followed by India. Less great, that's not our target. And the United Kingdom, that is our target. There are companies from 103 different countries. Wow, I'm loving that. By sector, so what's the majority of companies belong is to which sector? IT, information technology. There's about 1,478 of them. Then it's followed by industrial, about 703 of them, and then the non-essential goods sector of 473. And then it's going to tell me a significant number of companies have an estimated annual revenue in the range of 1K to 1.5. I think that's quite big. So this is followed by the 1M to 15M range. And then the employee range is going to be a large number of companies have an employee range of 1 to 15. That's 1,564 companies. The next most common range is 10 to 100 employees. So I guess our traffic site doesn't get more than 100 employees. Right. Great. So then it's going to tell me right away the website interactions. The majority of companies were referred by Google, 3,657 referrals from Google. And then Bing is the next most common referral. Oh, I didn't know that. So that's 66 referrals from Bing. And then it's going to tell me about the most visited funnel pages. This is good even for marketing, but I'm going to get back to sales. Don't worry about it. Just keep watching. So that's good. And then second funnel, it gives me the page, which pages that are bringing visitors. And then it gives me a bit of statistics that most companies approximately the year 2000, and then 1,540 companies have provided their phone numbers. That's awesome. Okay, so then I'm going to ask it a few more things. All right, I'm going to say, can you make a list of all the industries and give me how many companies per industries? I'm going to go a bit of an extra mile that I haven't tried before because I love to experiment. Can you also think of other important insights that can help me in my sales role? Yeah. And because I know the time, we have about 8 minutes left, I'm going to go the extra mile that I could have done after, but I'm going to say, can you make sure to bring me some graphs? Be creative with the graphs and charts, charts. Use chart types according to the data. Because why I'm doing this, because if you ask it just charts, it usually just does very simple like bars and horizontal bars or vertical bars. And then I said, is this the best chart for that information? And it says, no, I'm sorry, let me go back and do it. So instead of letting it do that, I'm already telling it to use chart types according to the data and use different colors, because it always uses one color as well, and that really pisses me off. So here we go. So I've given that little quick prompt again, right? I followed up. So it's now gonna say, absolutely, let's start by generating a list of industries and their corresponding counts. Once that's done, I'll think about the important insights that can be beneficial for a sales role, and then visualize those insights using various graphs and charts. Steps: it generates a list of industries and their counts. 2, think of insights beneficial for a sales role. 3, visualize those insights using graphs and charts. And let's begin with the first step. So it kind of tells itself what it's going to do, and it shows you what it's going to do, which is awesome. So it started. So what it's done is gone. So what it does actually, in a bit more technical term, it transfers this to code base, right, to Python. Python is great for data sets and so on. And then it taps into that data set and speaks computer language, right? And then here we go. We have about 1,763 companies in SaaS, 685 in professional services, 434 in media, 216 in IT, 119 in financial services. This is actually awesome information, by the way. So now for someone in a sales role, right? And I did that because my buddy Chili is here. And obviously this webinar is about sales, but it was a great excuse to use and, to identify a person that is on the webinar and make it beneficial for them. So the top industries, right? The referral sources, the company size, the company age, and interaction on the website. So it's decided that these are good for a sales role. And ladies and gentlemen, as you can see the magic happening, we have the industries in a bar, in a horizontal bar. Then we have, is it still doing bars all the time? Let's see. If it keeps doing bars, look, it's kept doing bars. It does this sometimes. So I'll see if we can change those. Here's a bar chart again. Distribution of company by estimated annual revenue. And it keeps doing it. So it's going to keep bringing different charts for those data points. But as you saw, the sad thing, it just used bars again. So I think you have to, here we go. Oh, no, that's a bit better. Yeah, here we go. It's done a histogram. Companies based on their age. The peak suggests that a significant number of companies in this set were founded around 20 to 25 years ago. Wow, okay. And now what it's going to do is going to understand the interaction on the website by visualizing the most visited initial funnel pages. I speak so fast and so much that I need to drink some water. So here we go. It's also brought the pages. So what you were able to do Google Analytics today, and you'd go to Google Analytics and do these things, you can just ask ChatGPT to do it for you. You don't have to ask your sales manager, your marketing manager, or whatever. You can do it yourself. It's just incredible. Recap of insights. It's telling me all that stuff. and then you could just ask it to give you some more insights. You can continue this relationship that you have now with ChatGPT about this. And it's what I always say, you are not giving ChatGPT tasks. ChatGPT is not here just to do a task for you. It's here to have a brainstorming session. It's here to have a meeting with you and so on. That's very important. Okay. So a very quick recap. Yeah, so we've done a couple of things. First, we've researched before a discovery call with ChatGPT about a company and got insights and even some questions to sell our services at AI Operator. I wanted to sell custom prompt engineering to Task Drive, and it got some amazing questions, if you remember. Then we went and we researched about Tim Checker, myself, but I used me as an example, and we found some really cool facts so that we can show up to the call and talk to the person, ask them great questions, and build a great relationship. And then what we've done, it's the next step. That was, we got a database, a CSV of website visitors, and we did some data analysis and some insights. And before that, I've shared with you 7 quick strategies. I didn't really dig into the system process of the strategies, but onto what is possible, what's the potential of it, and what you can do with it, so that it inspires you, hopefully, and then you can take this to your day-to-day work and be better at your job and be more efficient in your sales, because that's exactly what ChatGPT is here for. Here, I think there's a QR code. Is it there? Is it there? Is it here? Oh, it's even shining, right? You can scan that with your phone, right? Or you can just go very simple to aioperator.com as well. Let me show you that as well. Where is that? As you know, it's very simple. It's aioperator.com. That's going to be on the bottom. Go there, book a call. That call will be with me. It's a free complimentary call where we're going to discuss your AI needs and your repetitive tasks and what's happening in your company. And then after that, I can identify what we can do together and what we can custom prompt engineer for your business. And then from there on, we can also hire virtual assistants for you. What we do, why is it called AI Operator, you might ask? Those virtual assistants, we get them, we hire them, we train them onto the prompts that we've designed and engineered for your business. We train them on them, we give them these tools, some amazing tools, and then we deploy them in your business. And suddenly what happens is the magic is you have outsourced 80% of your repetitive tasks to an AI operator. This is the magic. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for attending our webinar. These webinars happen quite often. Okay. So today we did AI for sales, how to use ChatGPT in B2B sales. Every couple of weeks or so, we have different webinars with different topics. So if you have a topic in mind, you're curious about something, let me know, because I'm curious about everything. Ladies and gentlemen, this was myself, Tim Chucker at AI Operator, the CEO. Let me know. Ping me. Go to my LinkedIn. Go to aioperator.com. Let's chat AI. I'm sure there are ways that we can help your business. And this is why we're here. All right. Thank you very much, Chili, for being here. Bloody, I need to show that before I go. What did he say? Bloody awesome stuff. I can't read it when it's on the screen there. Let me just zoom in myself here. Bloody awesome stuff as always, Tim Sugar. Thanks so much. This was very helpful. Any sales director folks out there not using AI with their sales teams, please take notes. Thank you, Chili. Absolutely. And we are here for that. So ping us, ChatGPT, AI, all this stuff. It's magic, but it's very available. It's ready. It's cheap. It's there for you. So just come to AI Operator and we'll help you. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a lovely evening if you're on this side of the world. If you're on the other side, have a good morning and keep watching AI Operator webinars. Awesome. Let me put my lovely music back and I'll be out. See you at aioperator.com. Thanks.